Okay, so no recap from yesterday because I only executed one trade for that day. It was a loss of like $20. Okay, whatever. Today is pretty rough. Here's a little overview of majority of the trades I took today. And you can see I got a lot of stops. Today is not a good day. Not a good day. I did not play it out well. There's a lot, so this is going to be a lot of talking. I'll go over the good executions before diving into the yapping portion of this video, so that way you guys can at least see some execution. So there's not going to be many because obviously this is a terrible day for me, but right here at the 5-minute opening range mid, I saw bid stepping in. That is like a perfect execution. I could not do better than that. That is beautiful. I saw some absorption slowing down the price. I exit out. Great, awesome. The second adding onto that position, or the new position after that, same thing, boom, perfect. Did not exit out. I believe I do get stopped out of here, but at least the entry was dope. I do appreciate that. I had higher targets in mind. Price came back down. Okay. Over here, I was looking for some sort of like overnight high poke and suck in. There's this LVN right there around the previous day high. See some absorption, dom flip. I enter in a position. I walk away. I smoke a cigarette. Boom, I bottom tick with the take profit that I had set. I see where I can add on to this position over with the 5-minute opening range mid right here. I think this does end up going against me, but I did kind of like the thesis and like general whatnot of this trade. The execution was great. Like, I'm on the right side of the V. I could set way more reasonable take profits since because due to the amount of volume and volatility is pretty much already done. Days slow down to a grind. There's no reason to hold out for this long. So this is before the previous one I showed you, and this is kind of the start of the downfall. Beginning of the day, obviously I have a short bias on my trading view. We're kind of at that point around the 753s where I would like to short. I short the freaking bottom of the hole, like one of my first trades of the day. Stupid. 5-minute opening range. I try to bid off of that, and it was going in my favor, but then I held throughout news, which was like PMI or something like that, and I don't know what you would call it, there was a lack of liquidity, but obviously it is news, and my stops get moved down because they don't get filled, and so I had a massive loss. I should have hit my DLL. Some reason it was disabled on Rhythmic, and I checked that and I started degen trading. At this point I'm down like 400 something for my eval, and I should totally be the fuck out. That's what I should be, but I'm not. And obviously I'm like, oh well, the eval is almost over, so I'm just gonna continue this. So this is embarrassing. All right, anything after this point is like yapping. This is embarrassing. So, but this is also part of the process where I could be like, look bro, I got to take this to the chin. This is why after this eval blows, which it most likely will, I'm just going to do some sim trading off of Sierra charts, give it a week or two. Once I get this job done, I have a job that's going to pay me a decent amount of money. With that, I'm going to get another eval, but just be real. Like, none of this stupid shit anymore. I like to say that, but I'm probably going to fuck up my rules. But looking over here on the leftmost side, you're going to see that bottom. That is where I should have been focusing on for a potential long, because that area just below, we poke below, we recover, and then we go to the top of the range. That is my setup. That is what I was ideally like. I'm looking throughout the day, I'm like, damn, like we return to this point, I'm gonna long this, you know, and I didn't. I got like tilted, distracted, or whatever, removed from the actual thesis of the day, and then removed any potential profits. Because if we reach that point, which we did, I was going to throw on 4 MNQ or like 5 MNQ and then long that up to the highs. That would have been like 600, 800 or something like that. It would have been a solid amount for the eval, adding some padding, bringing me back to like break even and potentially recovering to 53,000 eventually. I don't know. The way this is going, not happening. Editing Trading Nightly here. I will give some kudos that even though I am FOMO, tilted, whatever kind of bullshit crap, bullcrap trading, at least I'm trying trying to long the lows, and at least I'm trying to short the highs. I will say that, previously I was trying to get in on the breakout of the trade, and it continues to do that. So I'm longing the highs and shorting the lows like a retard. There are some instances where I'm doing that, but at least it's more reasonable. So that is a good change that I like to see. I will give kudos on that, but still, we want better. That brings me to a couple of things I talked about in the last video, which are the areas that I need to start focusing on, because I'm worried about, execution. It's like, bro, stop worrying about execution. For right now, execution looks okay. When everything's right, it's good. When I'm focused, when I'm energized, when I'm at my level, when I'm looking for the metrics that I'm looking for and I execute upon them without hesitation, it's great, right? But when I go to bed too late and I wake up after market open at like 6:45 a.m. Los Angeles time, and then I try to open the charts, I'm groggy for like the next hour. I'm not, and then I get tilted or I get irritated, and then I'm starting to hesitate and be weary, and then the position happens and it tilts. It's just a spiral, right? So that's going to be the focus from here on out. Is I'm fully expecting this eval to be gone. That's a-okay. Either way, like for this eval, I'm going to wake up on time, do my prep, wait for the opportunistic trades that will show up that I'm ideally looking for, take that, but size up, and just continuous with that. Because I should be doing that regularly, but sizing down. But because it's about to blow up, I'm just going to size up anyways. Fuck it, take a shot. But if it blows up, like I said earlier, going with sim trading and just doing the same. I need to work on waking up on damn time, going to bed on time. That is the biggest irk to my trading overall. Every losing day, I'm waking up late, Then I need to just wait. Wait for the thesis, because these days that have been happening for this last week and a half, it's been morning, there's 2-3 great opportunities, and then the rest of the day is super slow, and then like end of day there's like something big happens, right? I need to be prepared for that, because this is a slow grinding halt. It's not like NQ was at the beginning of the year where there's opportunities all damn day, big ranges and whatnot. It's not with tariff news where the ranges were like insane. You could do one M&Q and freaking ball out. It's not that. This is more difficult. This is a more strenuous, this is a more decisive time, and I need to properly trim my hedges so I can fit within this trading environment. I need to get myself oriented properly so I can actually eventually pull out money from this market, which is why I'm here. This is why I made the YouTube channel, so I can hold myself accountable, so I can put these embarrassing moments out in front of people and feel the shame that it feels. Because if I'm not making this video, dude, I would be like, I'd be disappointed, but I would not feel the shame that I'm feeling right now. This is embarrassing. Like, what the is that? That is terrible. Obviously overtrading, obviously being dumb, obviously being like a petulant child and not going to bed on time. It's stupid. It really is stupid. I'm doing things outside of that to get my life in order and straight and whatnot. This is not to be therapy talk, but I feel like part of that is what trading is. It's not just on the charts and whatnot. Eventually I could get to the point where I have myself down to the point where I can wake up, roll out of bed, and just freaking bang the bucks. But I'm not at that place right now, and that's not for me to rely on that kind of behavior. Like, oh yeah, I could eventually. Fuck you, dude. Like, be ready. No other job will make you this amount of money in this amount of time and scale in proportion in that amount of time. No other job will do it. So I gotta take it seriously. Even if I'm not making money, I gotta take it seriously, because that's the only way I'm gonna make money. Anyways, that's the freaking rant. How many rants have I had this week? Like 2, 3. But we'll see. So today is what, Wednesday? I got 2 more days of this week, and then we'll see. Alright guys, peace.